I actually don't know who wrote this, but I'm gonna say it because I like it. It was a quote that I read, I don't know, a few years back, and it was in my phone. And I was like, yeah, I like this one. Basically, it says that the devil like whispered in your ear, you cannot withstand the storm, and then you say back to the devil, I am the storm. I like that quote a lot because you have to believe in yourself. You can't be afraid, no fear, you know what I mean? And you got to rise up, you know what I mean? That's basically when I read that quote, that's what it reminded me of because, yeah, you got to be strong and you got to be just strong-willed, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got to be ready to face whatever comes at you, you know what
right.
I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know who said that quote though. I really don't.
Oh, I know who said that one.
Who?
Little Easy.
Who?
Little Easy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
She's joking. She's
But
joking.
yeah, so yeah, that's the quote I'm going with today.
How does that
No ancient philosophers, huh?
how does that pertain in your life? Like how do you relate to that in your own life?
Every day when you wake up, you don't know what's gonna hit. Obviously I plan out all my shit, but you don't know what's gonna hit. You
Uh
know what
huh.
I mean? If someone's gonna come at you and be like, you know, you cannot withstand this storm, you know, like I said, the devil's gonna say that to you. You're gonna have to raise up, wake up, be like, I am the storm, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go. Let's get it. You know what I mean? That's the way to deal with it. You know what I mean? Face
yeah,
it head on.
definitely. All right. Well, yeah, and kind of going off of what you're saying, um, fear is not something to run from. It's a shadow that disappears when we turn and face the light. Conquering your inner fears doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you rise anyway. You show up. You roar. You meet life head on, not because it's easy, but because you now know who you are. So breathe deep, be still, then go forward with the strength of your own heart. And I got a quote that I have no idea where it came from either, but it could be from Little Jeezy. And it
Oh my God.
says, and it says, the lion's roar comes not from its size, but from its courage to speak in silence.